Tigers will put boot to leather, and this will be the start of a new season. And the opening kickoff sails out of bounds. Maybe a little bit of nerves and hopefully not an omen for the way this season's going to go. Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty.
Break, here we go.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And it's the Thunderbirds want to pick up the tempo.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The Thunderbirds will punt it away on 4th down. Ready to fire from the pistol. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's 1st down again. Austin Simmons, the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Let's talk a little bit about Missouri. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. And what's important...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Past the 20. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri! They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a big play up top, going 63 yards to the house. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. Finding themselves down 7. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. And it's the Thunderbirds want to crank the tempo.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a 1st down. Oh, and here they go again. 1st down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Takes the easy throw in the flat.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
They'll run play action. Fires to the big fella. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Thunderbirds look to keep this drive humming.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
Jackson gonna throw it. Lost one deep down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Wide receiver comes in motion. Could be an alley. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. They'll run it from the gun. There he goes. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. And it's the Thunderbirds back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They're going to ride this running back. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. That's it for the period, and Missouri has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Out of the gun, the give to the back. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so you're...
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Thunderbirds!
Number 0.
An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line. And the Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Tight end now in motion. Trying to impose their will with the run. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front 7, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
Motion from the wide receiver. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
The Thunderbirds come to the line in the hurry-up. Reads it, fires complete. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. No huddle here for the offense.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no huddle.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Jackson will throw.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. And it's the Thunderbirds will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Missouri's offense heads out ready to go. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better. Around. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. On the option. And he never had a chance to get the pitch off on the option as he's tackled in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Running inside. It's Hardy. Breaks the tackle. Here's a little room there. And runs through another one. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And, man, this offense, man, is so nice to have a guy that you can hand the football to, and he can take off and make big plays down the field. He can break tackles. He can outrun you. He shows you a little bit of everything. This defense, they better dial in on him because he's going to get the football, and he can make big plays.
The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Throwing Simmons. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He rifles one deep to the left. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Jackson gonna throw it. Right on the money.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Dorsett. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Working that left side now. Running with some authority as he bangs his way to the 43. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. The Thunderbirds will try to pin them back with the punt. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. Just enough time for one final play in this half. They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. Made a defender miss. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one as the return is stopped short of the 25. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Simmons on the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. In the red area, it's Hardy. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Tigers. They take the lead with the 6. Just blinding speed. Speed that almost paralyzes defenders.
When you got a quarterback with that much speed, you got to find tricky ways to put more speed on the field, spy the quarterback with somebody that's really, really fast. And even when you do, a lot of times he still makes plays because he's that dang fast and that explosive.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And it's the Thunderbirds will hustle to the line.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up third down.
Quarterback keeper. Stopped immediately. Might have gotten a little cute with that run on 3rd and long, and they got nothing to show for it. The Thunderbirds line up to punt it away. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Just needs a crack to get a return. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10 as we are getting this season underway in the opening week. They'll give it to Hardy. Makes a man miss. Makes it past the marker. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. They go play action with Simmons. Got his man on the outside. They knock him down behind the line, and the defense finishing this third quarter in style. That's it for the period, and Missouri has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons on third. Got his man on the right. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. First down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Maybe a crease. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. They'll run it with Hardy. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Tigers!
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There were a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. They marched 58 yards for the touchdown on that one, and they finish it off with the score from the 4. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple. And it's the Thunderbirds in the hurry-up.
Great job by the defense that time, getting the sack. But no time to celebrate. You got to line up right now because the offense is going tempo.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. It'll be 3rd and long. Jackson will throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. They pretty much have to keep the offense on the field, and they'll get right to the line of scrimmage. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Well, trailing here in the 4th quarter, no big surprise. They were going to try to go for it there on 4th down, but guys, you got to throw the ball beyond the sticks. You have to have better awareness, and you have to have a better play call.
He's just outside the 20-yard line, stopped at the 21 after a pickup of 6. With that, he's got 101 yards on the ground, and with that run, he eclipses the 100-yard mark in this season opener. One more time, it's Hardy. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Got to pick up a few to move the sticks here on 3rd down from their own 20. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Hardy. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. Jackson gonna throw it. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Pass interference. Offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Bunch formation for these receivers. Back to pass. With the catch, it's Dorsett. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. The Thunderbirds want to move quickly. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He'll pull it down. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Offense staying on the field. They'll hurry up on 4th down. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the 1st down. They've now got to communicate.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. And it's the Thunderbirds trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. 6th play of the drive coming up. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Fires to the middle. It's incomplete, and the defense makes a stop and gets the football back. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. The old coaching cliche, go win or no every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Yeah, great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you wanted to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. He definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.